Okay, so I've just been for a swim in the sea and it was lovely. After a day at work, it was just the job. You probably just heard a little bit of a clunk or a chunking sort of sound. And basically what that was is that I've got it set, I'll do this through Leaf Spy. I mean, there may be some other ways of doing this, but Leaf Spy is one way of doing it. Is I have it set so that when I get started driving, it will do the automatic thing of locking the car doors. This is for safety. Obviously, if you're pulled at some traffic lights and there's some bad people around, you don't want people jumping in the car and stealing things out your car or thumping you in the face or doing whatever else people do like that there. And I've got it set so that it automatically locks the car doors for me, so that's pretty cool. The other couple of times it does get a little bit annoying is when I sort of I'm in the car there and I pull up and the car's doors have locked because of me starting to move the car, and my wife wants to get in the car and the car doors are locked, so I have to actually lean across and open the car doors for her. But that's not a bother, I don't mind that too much. It's again part of the security. If I decide I want to go for a drive and not take it with me, no problem. But that's never going to be the case. If she wants to come, I'm quite happy for her to come with me. I'm just joking there, honest. Anyway, Leaf Spy Pro. I'm not using it that much at the moment, to be quite honest. You get some people who get the Leaf Spy Pro, and I suppose it's sort of some sort of thing where you've got it sort of working there, and you've started using it, and you want to sort of record every trip and stuff like that. And to be honest, I often get in the car and just forget about it. I want to just get in and drive. I've noticed that sometimes it will track the data and sometimes it won't. I think I have to actually have the app forefront on the screen on the iPhone for it to record the details. But that's okay. I don't mind that. The other thing with the app is that there's an absolute plethora of data. And obviously the things that are interesting for most people in a long trip is the temperature of the battery. It's also good to know if you're driving efficiently, you want to get more kilometers per kilowatt hour. That's good to know. But you can do some of that on the screen here. For instance, if I go through the menus on this here, this screen tells me what my average kilometre per kilowatt hour is on there. And at the moment my average is at 6.7, which isn't bad, is it? I must have been driving a bit easier just lately, because before that it was at 6.6. I think maybe that was because I was doing a bit of testing of seeing how fast the acceleration was, as you do when you've got yourself a new electric car. It's got a sliding sort of scale there just below where it gives you your average, and it tells you what your actual energy economy is at the present time. So at the moment it's saying 12, and I'm getting some regen going in there as well, so it doesn't go better than 12. And pulling out again, just going around the roundabout, and now I've got it down to, it went down to below 4. And it's back up at 12 again because I've took my foot off the accelerator. This is terrible. This is the thing here has become a car park instead of a kind of like a main road motorway. Anyway, so I'll be able to test my Pro Pilot Assist. I've got it on. I've got to set it now. And it's set for 30 kilometers per hour, and I'm going to sort of change that to 60. And I've got my foot off the pedal, and again we're off to the races. We're in stop-start traffic, and I haven't travelled very far, so the thing should work for me. When the traffic stops completely, the car will stop. Great, I love this, it's brilliant. And then if it's less than 3 seconds, it will start rolling again. If it's more than 3 seconds, then I'll have to just press the resume button. So let's count that. 1, and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. I'm going to have to press the resume button when the traffic starts moving again. And I've pressed the button. And it's moving. The other one thing you can do with this, instead of pressing this button on the wheel, is to give a quick tap onto the accelerator pedal. And to be honest, I don't like doing that. I think it's sort of a bit feels like it could be a bit dangerous, you know. I mean, if you press it too hard, you could sort of get rolling too fast and end up sort of going into the back of something. So for that, I prefer pressing the resume button on the steering wheel. But when the next stop comes, and I'm going to give it a bit of a test and see how it goes. The good thing about being in a traffic jam when you've got an electric car is how little juice you're using. Nice to know, isn't it? I'm going to be stopped. Other cars here, they're idling and they're using dyno juice, gas as you call it in America. Oh, I've just tapped the accelerator pedal and we didn't go flying into the car in front. Yay! We had some success there. And the traffic's moving again and we're in business. And I'm going to have to pull over a wee bit here because there's an ambulance coming through. I can pull over to one side. Here we go. Put my foot on the brake here. It's a bad day to have an accident, and maybe that's what's causing the problems up ahead. I can sit completely still, not going anywhere. For instance, at lunchtime today, I went and sat in my car, as I do when I'm having a break from work, and I put the air conditioning on, and I was using some of the battery, but I wasn't polluting the environment. Anyway, so there's no sort of engine running, no pollutants going out into the atmosphere, either diesel particulates or noxious gases from any sort of engine. I was happy as anything. What I'm going to do in this video is, if it's still on the camera there, I've got a dash cam up there, and the other day when I was driving into work, there was a micro light aircraft. Yeah, one of these that's a bit like a hang glider with an engine put onto it, and it was flying sort of very low and close to the road. And I'm sure it's in the dash cam there, so if I've got it there, I'm going to put it into this video so you can have a look at it. And I think you'll be surprised at how low and how perhaps dangerous it was. Because obviously when you're driving along, you're sort of doing a bit of the old sort of looking up and seeing where this microlight aircraft is going, rather than driving looking at the road. Pressing buttons on the steering wheel and we're moving again. And even the steering is doing its thing as well with the ProPilot Assist. Right from the off there, I didn't have to wait for it to see the lines in the road. It already knew the lines were there. Ha! Do you know what? I have to say, I love my car. And I think my car loves me. And what I can do is I can put on the ProPilot Assist again. And let's put the ProPilot Assist on and set it to, it's got set to 30 now. And I'll set it up to 40, and I can use the stop and start thing here in the town as well, which is pretty cool. I'm off the main road going through the town, and stop and starts traffic. The car doesn't need to do the driving thing with the steering, which is fine. Like I said before, I love my car. I have a deposit paid on a Tesla Model 3. Now, I did that as a bit of a sort of just in case sort of thing, because of Rapidgate and stuff like that, and with the sort of probability that the wait for the Model 3 was going to be about 2 years, and who knows what my money situation will be like in 2 years. I mean, I could have a pile of money burning a hole in my pocket ready for me to buy a Model 3, and I'd have enough from this car plus the money coming in from you know, whatever funds I've got to buy a Model 3, and maybe at that stage I'll be thinking, well, great, it'd be nice to have a new car again. But the last car I had for 3 years, and it was like a new car after 3 years still, and I think this one is going to be just as good as well, because I look after my vehicles. Okay, cancel the Pro Pilot. I'm coming to roundabouts, and I'm going off to the right. So all the traffic is up that way. I'll be getting back onto the main road again. Don't want to do that. I've got to turn off the Pro Pilot Assist, because I'm on this narrow road with lines along the road, and it's very easy to go across the lines here as you're sort of going around these bends. And if you go across the lines, it gives you that zzz thing here, like the car's being electrocuted, trying to push you back into the lane again. It can be a bit annoying, that, so I've got that turned off, the lane warning, and it only sort of turns itself back on again when I've got Pro Pilot button pressed. It doesn't even have to be activated. I want to stop this video now, and it's been really nice talking to you. I'll talk to you again soon. Bye bye now. This is Dave Allen for EV20 Questions. Bye bye.